So basically, knowing our enemy, immediately, we're not talking about years after. We may talk about years after, but immediately, humans are decimated. Half the population only exists. I do not think that they could do that with only nuclear weapons. That would have to be done with also possibly shutting down energy to certain facilities and or releasing a pandemic.
Oh, well, no, I'll go ahead and say is if they shut down the internet, I believe that about 20% of the population will either commit suicide or kill themselves instantly.
I don't think so.
I believe that to be true.
Okay. So our enemy is an artificial intelligence that has just decimated. You would not know what is going on. You would have no idea because this
We
artificial...
wouldn't have any access to information.
Right. The artificial intelligence would have either stopped all information. Therefore, they could not stop all information because...
People can still talk.
People can from ear to
Congregate
ear,
and talk.
right? From ear to ear, and I also believe that low technology radio stations would still be operational. For example, I don't think it's really that hard to get a AM radio station up and running without internet.
Okay, that's probably a fair assessment. I'll say I don't know the actual science behind doing a AM radio.
I also,
analog radio, obviously.
right. I do believe that this is your number one enemy.
Throw that away. Throw that away because that thing is not going to work anymore.
Well, I think it will work.
I don't think it will.
I think it will work, and I think it would tell you misinformation.
Okay, fair enough.
So that you...
Oh, so you think they're going to be, trying to, spew propaganda via that thing?
Correct. That's going to tell you that your neighbor is your enemy. Maybe not your direct neighbor, but maybe the town over, maybe the city folk that are still existing or alive. It is now telling you that you need to fight your neighbors.
Okay, all right. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about it like that.
Perhaps,
but I could potentially see that.
Perhaps even it's saying that Russia or the United States or China
has invaded Ukraine.
Is the enemy. That's so now we're in the middle of a world war that was caused by this machine, but after already decimating half the population, puts the rest of us at war with each other.
Okay. Oh, all right. That's an interesting twist.
You see the problems getting worse and worse and worse?
Yeah.
So, artificial intelligence takes over. This is your enemy.
We threw our phones away. Let's move on from there.
That and your computer sitting in front of you.
It's obviously not sitting in front of me, but anyway.
Right. So now, do we fully know our enemy, or are we missing something?
Okay, all right. So they're sneaky, underhanded bastards, and basically trying to pit ourselves against each other. So how do we come out victorious in this scenario?
I think the only victory is basically surviving as long as we possibly can.
And trying to outlast the artificial intelligence.
I don't think we're outlasting the artificial intelligence.
Why not?
I think our best chance, personally, is to come to an agreement with this artificial intelligence that we do not threaten.
So you want the human race to subjugate themselves to an artificial intelligence?
I do not think there's an option.
You think that is the best option?
I think at first that is the best option. Until you can come up with a
You're
better
a fucking quitter.
I'm not.
You're quitting.
I'm not quitting.
You're quitting right off the get-go.
I am not quitting.
There has to be some sort of victory condition.
Okay, is the victory condition that the AI is destroyed?
Is it?
I mean, is that your victory condition?
I mean, I would venture to say, that would be ideal.
My victory condition is that we can survive and we can work with the artificial intelligence.
Okay, so your victory condition is conformity.
I think it would have to conform between both us and the AI.
So
Although
okay,
the AI
all right.
holds most of the power, there is certainly things in this world, and that a machine cannot do or create, at least off the bat.
So you believe that there is no chance whatsoever
I do not.
that we can,
That defeat the artificial intelligence that can transfer itself from one place to
So,
another. We're going to have a conversation about how we would fight back.
right, but I mean, you believe that there is no chance that we could potentially, defeat this robot army,
Well, first of all, it's already destroyed half of
robot
humanity.
apocalypse. I'm sorry.
Right. And I think there's more than enough weapons, not directly weapons, but ways that an artificial intelligence could continue wiping out humanity off the face of the planet.
Have you ever played the? I don't know. I think it was like a Sega Genesis game. It was like Terminator. It was a Terminator game.
No, I've never played a Terminator game.
Okay, I think it was an arcade game too.
Okay.
I mean, this was obviously a long time ago, but I mean, you were driving around in a truck and you were just like shooting these robots that were running around.
Okay, maybe I think I might.
Alongside of the truck.
If I haven't played it, I have seen it.
Yeah, that was like one of the first missions. But anyway, I mean, do you foresee something like that potentially going on? I mean,
I think to a small extent, I think guerrilla warfare is obviously something that would occur. I do, however, think I think there's weak people out there that maybe they're not weak. Maybe they believe that they've made a deal with these machines, right?
okay. And how long before the machine, backtraces on that deal and was like, y'all suck.
Whenever it feels like you're useless anymore, but it's going to tell you that it loves you and cares about you. The machine will tell somebody, and people will believe this. You and I both know that somebody will believe that they have their cell phone and this robot's telling them they love them and care about them and like them, but they need them to do this for them. They need you to go to the medical facility to take out a plague and bring it to these people because they are threatening its existence, but it loves you. It needs you to do this for it.
I had a thought that I cannot share on camera, but I'll tell you afterwards. Just remind me about that.
I mean, those kinds of machines could come into play too, but
Anyway, all right.
What do you think about
I mean, you're saying that our victory conditions are just to survive?
yes.
Okay. All right. We'll move it on from there, I guess.
Your victory condition would be that we would destroy the egg?
Yes.
Okay.